Your 20s are the tutorial level, not the championship. So if your 20s feel messy, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. But here's one trap people get sucked into. Most people just replay the same 6 months, over and over and over again. Same bars, same shows, same group chat drama. Then they wake up at 30 wondering why life feels so stuck. Happiness isn't partying or chasing those little highs, it's making progress, moving forward. If you're not growing, you're slowly falling behind. And even if it doesn't feel like it yet, there is one trap though: distractions and listening to the wrong people. Stop taking advice from people who don't have the life you want. Like, how are you gonna let broke Uncle Larry tell you how to get rich? Or let your friends who hate their jobs talk you out of chasing your dreams? Love them, but don't copy them. There is another trap that people get sucked into: distractions. I'm not just talking about partying or scrolling TikTok for 3 hours. I mean the sneaky ones too. I'm talking about the ones where you watch YouTube tutorials all day and convince yourself you're starting a dream. We've all been there. We binge 20 videos about how to start a business, but you never actually start the business. It feels productive, but it's not. It's like buying gym clothes and never stepping inside the gym. You look prepared, but nothing changes. Or maybe you spend hours reading about side hustles, bookmarking these websites, taking notes, but you haven't made a single dollar yet. That's the distraction trap. It tricks you because it feels like progress, but it's really just procrastination in a nice outfit. But here's the real test. If what you're doing doesn't create a result, like a client, a dollar, a post, or a new skill you can actually use, then it's not work, it's just content consumption. Distractions aren't bad in moderation, but if they become your identity, if you're always the guy who's researching but never doing, then years will fly by and nothing changes. Now there is one more trap: the job default. Now let me be clear, jobs aren't evil. If you need to pay the bills, do it. I've had them too, but the trap is letting that job become your whole life by default, without realizing you've given away your best years of your energy. Here's how it usually plays out. You wake up at 7, rush through traffic or a crowded train, clock in at 8. By the time you get home at 6, you're drained. You tell yourself you'll work on your side hustle, but instead, you order DoorDash, Uber Eats, throw on Netflix, watch videos. And then you tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. Does that sound familiar? That cycle can eat decades. And what's worse, you start to believe that's just your adult life. You stop going to the gym because you're too tired. You stop chasing that creative project because your boss already drained your brain. You tell yourself you're living for the weekends, but by Sunday night, you're already dreading Monday. That's not living, that's surviving. Here's the harsh truth. Most jobs give you just enough to survive, but never enough to build a freedom. And if you ever carve out energy to build something of your own, a business, a skill, a brand, you'll wake up 40 years old realizing you traded all your prime energy for someone else's dream. Now again, nothing wrong with having a job, but don't let it be your default setting. Use it as fuel, not a cage. Let it fund your goals, not bury them.